On May 18, 2026, Carlo Ancelotti sat before the press to read his 26-man Brazil squad for the North American World Cup. The list was packed with the expected heavy hitters, peak prime superstars like Vinicius Jr. But then, Ancelotti dropped a name that caught the entire football world off guard: Neymar. To understand why this is so surprising, look back to October 2023. During a grueling match against Uruguay, Neymar's anterior cruciate ligament completely snapped. What followed was a physical breakdown. He suffered a cascading series of hamstring issues, leading to a deeply frustrating and highly criticized tenure playing in Saudi Arabia. By 2024, the consensus among fans and analysts was virtually unanimous. At 34 years old, with a shattered knee, his time playing international football had run out. So why would Ancelotti select a player with those exact physical limitations for the highest stakes tournament on earth? Carlo Ancelotti's history of managing elite squads suggests his decisions are driven by what delivers results on the pitch, rather than sentimentality. By including Neymar, Ancelotti is addressing a specific tactical gap that has plagued Brazil in recent high-stakes matches. The path back to the national team required a brutal physical reset. Following a meniscus surgery in late 2025, Neymar faced an incredibly isolating rehabilitation process. Rather than retreating from the public eye, he documented the painful realities of his physical therapy through a new YouTube channel, keeping his global fanbase updated on his progress. To rebuild his actual match fitness, he went back to where his career began, Santos FC. Neymar utilized his time in the Brasileirão to intentionally deconstruct and rebuild his physical mechanics for the modern game. This tactical diagram maps his evolution. Unable to handle the explosive demands of a winger relying on raw pace, his positioning drifted into the center. From this pocket, he reinvented himself as an attacking midfielder, dictating the game with elite vision and precise passing lanes. That exact club-level evolution is what Ancelotti pointed to when he called his World Cup selection a 100% professional decision. Look at the current Brazilian roster. It is overflowing with blistering speed on the wings, heavily driven by young talent like Rodrigo. However, that reliance on youth creates a massive flaw. This profile lacks the patient, veteran distribution required to find gaps in a crowded penalty area when opponents sit deep. Ancelotti knows exactly what he is doing. He isn't asking Neymar to be a 90-minute workhorse. He has brought him in to be the ultimate 70th-minute tactical weapon. The weight of the strategy hit home just hours before the squad announcement. While lining up for a match with Coritiba, the Brazilian national anthem played, and Neymar openly broke down in tears on the pitch. It was the emotional release of a man realizing his agonizing physical recovery and complete tactical reinvention had actually paid off. This chart tracks the all-time goal scorers for the Brazilian national team. With the top bar pushing past 77 and locking in at 79, Neymar stands entirely alone at the summit. To hold that record means he scored more goals for Brazil than Pelé. Yet, despite that statistical supremacy, there is one massive void in his trophy cabinet. His World Cup history is a map of pure heartbreak: the catastrophic back injury in 2014, the bitter disappointment of 2018, and the Qatar collapse in 2022. Now, the 2026 tournament in North America serves as the definitive final chapter for one of the most electric, polarizing talents in modern football. Neymar arrives in North America as a veteran strategist, hoping his new, measured approach can finally secure the trophy that has eluded him for over a decade.